In this video, we will see how to publish our dataset to EdelweissData. In our previous video, we showed one way how to convert initially poorly structured Excel dataset into a more structured format that is ready to be published in EdelweissData. Just to recap briefly, the dataset we want to publish is stored in multi-tab Excel file where one tab contains our data, so this is raw data sheet, that contains measurements from the PCR experiment, and other tabs contain metadata, so supporting data such as general information about the assay or compounds or reagents and so on. Now there are two ways to publish our dataset to EdelweissData. It could be done manually through the web interface or programmatically, for example, from a Python code. For a small number of datasets, the publishing could be done manually, but for a larger number of datasets, it makes more sense to do that programmatically. We'll first have a look at the manual publishing. You open EdelweissData.com in your browser and select Upload Data. Here, the user interface will guide you through a four-step process of publishing an EdelweissData dataset. First, we upload our data that should be in a CSV or Excel format. Now we have a file in a multi-tab Excel format, and now we have to pick a sheet number which contains our data. In our case, data is stored in sheet number 4, so I will select number 4 here and upload my data. In the next step, we can annotate our columns. This means that we define column names, column descriptions, data types. Note that data types are already automatically inferred by EdelweissData, so it recognizes the column gene has a string type, column replicate has an integer type, and column concentration has a floating point type. Also, column names are automatically inferred from data, so there is not much work for us here. If we wish, we may add column descriptions, but let us skip it for now and go to the next step. In the third step, we can select a name for the dataset, add a free text description of the dataset, and add metadata in a JSON format. The name of the dataset is automatically inferred from the file name we uploaded, so I will leave it as it is. For the description, I will copy-paste assay description that I prepared in a separate text file. This description should give anyone an idea what is this dataset about. Here I have, for example, the description of the assay. Next, we add metadata. This is given as key value pairs in the JSON format. In the original dataset, we collected metadata in separate tabs. Since we have quite extensive metadata, I used Python to convert it from column-based format into key value pairs. Here we can see how the metadata in JSON format looks like. I'll copy-paste it into EdelweissData interface. And lastly, we select visibility of our dataset, whether it should be publicly visible or private. Here I will select private. And we are done. Now we can publish our dataset to EdelweissData. We can view our datasets in the My Datasets tab. Here we can view datasets that we have published or we are allowed to see. Also, we can manage our datasets here, so we can change their visibility, change access permissions, or create newer versions. That was a quick demonstration how to manually publish dataset to EdelweissData. In the next video, we will see how the same process can be done programmatically, so it can be automated. If you want to learn more about EdelweissData, please visit the edelweissdata.com.